Y'all, what was this?
Get busy in here, get busy in here. Yeah, my squad run deep. Yeah, we really in here. I swear whatever you want, you can get it in here. Comedy or the drama, it's a mixture in here. But you love it in here. Yeah, you love it in here. Got reviews up in here. We got stories in here. Hit the like, hit the sub, hit the bell. Oh yeah, 3 clicks like the shoes on Dorothy in here.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy BusyBlu, and I am black. Okay, with another just rant, y'all. First of all, make sure that you like, you comment, you subscribe to the channel. What was this? I am. So if y'all been watching my channel for a long time, one, you'll know that I am a major Xscape fan. Okay, that's first. Like it's what I remember listening to when I was a little kid and still growing up. I've been to most of their concerts except for one. Love them down, love them dearly. Two, y'all remember that I followed all the Xscape television shows. Y'all can go back and y'all can rewatch those videos of me doing Just Kicking It and the SWV Queens of R&B Xscape TV show. I'm all in because I love them so much. That being said, you know, the girls have gone on tour. We watched Just Kicking It. And then there was a tour afterwards with SWV and Xscape. Maya was there. Some of the other girls was there. I don't know. Crisscross, who knows? And LaTocha wasn't there. She had her solo album. I think 20 people bought it. I'm not sure the number. You know, don't quote me on it. Whatever. And now she's doing... Let's get into it, y'all. Make sure that you like, comment, subscribe. Let me say hello to the people who are in the room because this is about to get interesting. And the way that I know that NeNe put this show together, I feel like I could show it. I feel like I could show it. The way that I saw this thing being put together, I definitely feel like I could show it. If I get it copyrighted, if you're watching this on the replay, you won't be able to see what I'm about to be showing. But let me move this over here so I can put this up. But the way that NeNe's NeNe Leakes Show was set up, I definitely feel like I could show it. I definitely feel like I could show it. Okay. 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 So let's start by saying this. Let me start by saying, hey, La Queen, what's up, Jamie B? Hey, Candy, what's up, Talise? Angel, what's going on? Team Candy, somebody got to be. What's up, Talise? Oh, I already said Talise. Legina the Jackson, what's going on, Gra? Pam, hey, Gail. Gail, is this your letter that I got right here on my thing? I think it is, right? This from Gail? I think this is from Gail. Yep, it is from Gail. Gail, I got your letter right here. Hey, bestie. Okay, and then what's up, Sugar Share? Okay. Somebody said not crisscross. I mean, well, whomever was on the stage with them, okay? So, y'all, this happened. This happened today, okay? NeNe Leakes, she's releasing her new show, okay? And it's the NeNe Leakes Show, okay? And she's going to be interviewing him, doing the hard-hitting questions. She's going to be doing the hard-hitting questions with some of your favorite people that you want to know. And you know who came on first? This lady right here, her.
The challenge. I was like, I got to do it. Because I love challenges like that. So yeah, I was like, I'm going to go and pour my heart out into this. And I did just that. And to be totally...
She got to pour her heart out into it. And she did just that. You're okay. So let's do a quick run through of what LaTocha Scott has been like to the group. Okay. For those who don't know, like NeNe, like, can we start with NeNe Leakes? Let's just take a step back and start with NeNe Leakes. Was it just me? Or was NeNe... Let me remove this from the frame. Was it just me? Or was NeNe interviewing like this? So your name is LaTocha Scott, right? And they said you was a part of SWV? Xscape. Okay. Okay. So how was that? Tell us about that. Yeah. Okay. So it says that you have 3 sisters. You got 1 sister, 2 oh, other people. Oh, okay. 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 So okay. 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 Um, you don't have any children, right? You're not married. Oh, you are married. Okay. So tell us about that. How's it like being married? Girl, I love you down, girl. You're one of our favorite people. To be honest, we call you the throat. Okay, just like the head doctor, you the throat. How do you feel about being called the throat? Okay. This question says you and the group are not together anymore, and you are no longer touring with them. How does that feel? This question said, I'm not even joking. He said this question is said, how are you and your mama? what's the relationship with you and your mama? This question said, how are you and Tiny? Tiny, because Tiny owns the Xscape name, right? How are you and Tiny? NeNe, let me tell you something, girl. You're gonna have to do some homework, sis. Before you get down to the internet and talk to these people about what's going on, you need to research them. It was almost like she had met LaTocha Scott and heard about her for the first time. I'm sorry if anybody has watched this interview with NeNe Leakes and LaTocha Scott. It sounds like this was the first time that NeNe Leakes had even heard of her. And that's actually very sad. So y'all put it in the comments. Y'all tell me if you watched it, didn't it sound like that? NeNe Leakes like, so your name is Carrie Hills. Oh, Tamika LaTocha Scott. So tell us tell us about that. She just wasn't a good host, and we need to train you just a little bit more on media training. Like she wasn't even looking up. Y'all remember that meme with the little boy who was practicing his speech and his parents was like, you need to look up while you're reading it. And he says, the earth is round. It is 7 continents. You at least need to start by looking up a little bit to let us know that you are interacting with us and you know what's going on. Thank you, Legina, for the super sticker. Y'all put your B's in the comments. We really appreciate you. We're just getting started. We're just getting started. She always says that she doesn't watch TV. She doesn't know what's going on. That's true, boss lady. So then why you have a television show? Because her interviewing questions sound like ABCD reads. You said that your husband did. She said, so did your husband steal from the group? What is this? What is this? Don't forget Candy did. Oh, we're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into that. I haven't watched it. I really want to. I'm telling y'all, everything that I say is true except for the parts that are false. Okay, that's exactly how it sounded. Thank you, Diva. She sounded a mess throughout the whole entire time. I was watching it and when I saw you, oh, thank you for coming over here. You ain't missed none. We'll help you. I fell out with the chicken wing. She should be good at interviewing since she's been talking about doing a talk show routine. You would think the girl would have prepped. You would have think she would have prepped. She was like, we're here with Tamika Scott from Total. Tell us about what's been going on with you. She said, first of all, and I don't know who's shady in the background. It was like, she said, so you had your new album come out. One of the singles charted at 24 on the adult turn. You had your new album come out. One of the singles charted at 24 on the adult alternative old list. How did you feel about that? What was that album about? The album was, I could not take it. I could not take it. These beats for you. Okay. That's what she was doing. She had to see what was going on, basically. So, y'all, then we get into this mess. Okay. So I'm gonna break this down into segments. I'm not gonna go too in depth. I'm just gonna tell y'all the gist. So, and what's fun is that she has these kind of breaking down into segments. First of all, LaTocha Scott still lying. If anyone wanted to know what was going on in LaTocha Scott's life, she's still lying. She's still lying. And what Tamika Scott said on one of the interviews, which was she was talking to the Brat, and the Brat was like, oh my gosh, she did the residuals challenge with Chris Brown. First of all, this lady said this. Hold on. And I don't know how many of y'all care, but this lady said this.
Honest with you, they say that music reaches the heart. I was able. Oh my God. Big fan of Chris Brown.
Okay. Big fan of Chris Brown. Big fan of Chris Brown. Then she said this.
Okay. An amazing singer. I knew a lot of the challenges that he faced, but he was able to get out of that. And I just championed him in that. And as well as the fact that when I met him, I was like, we need to do something together.
Your old ass. She said, when I met him, I told him we need to do a song together. If you don't sit your old ass down and do songs with your age range, and then also she don't know where she want to sit in music. She want to sit here and do music with I'll beat your, if you're a woman, Chris Brown. Then she doing gospel. She doing sex songs with Xscape. What is the vision? Love Chris Brown. Love Chris Brown. Love him down. And then I told him we need to do a song together. How old is she? And how old is Chris Brown? What y'all gonna be talking about in a song together? What is the vision? If y'all was sitting down in the booth, you do gospel / R&B / sex songs. What is the vision of the song? I just don't get her. I just don't get her. So she talks about doing this residual challenge. We saw a lot of people doing it. I thought hers was really good, right on the money. I thought the music was great. But then also it opened up a window for me because I was thinking, oh my God, the words that she's saying. She talked about being away for 30 years. You say you got a baby. She said she missed her sister. She wish she could fix stuff. All of that. I was going to do a video about it, but then I was like, whatever. But she sounded amazing. Song sounded good. The video, the snippet that she put together looked good. She was doing her regular runs. I don't want to turn on you. Y'all know how she do. Ooh, y'all know how she do. All of that was there. And then we saw Tamika Scott talking with the Brat on the radio, and Tamika was like, girl, she ain't reaching out to me. That's fake as fuck. She not reaching out to me. I thought she really wanted to talk to me. It's off her promo. She really don't want to do nothing with me. It really wasn't about that. So I was like, oh, that's harsh. And then Candy did an interview, and Candy was like, yeah, she actually needs to talk to her sister instead of singing about it on the excuse me, on the internet. And no, I miss my sister, lady. She was doing all of that, but she never picked up the phone. Gotta build me up, so I can dial your way. I know your number. Let me go and explain how I got paid. I took your checks. You didn't know that I was getting your money. And then we cash so we can pay for my baby daddy's new baby. That's what the song was. And you didn't call your sister and you didn't let her know because you raggedy. And then after that, we move from that. So she talks a little bit about this part. And this is why I was like, can we get somebody else to interview her? It seemed like both of them they're doing this for their first time. And it was really annoying me. So let's listen to a little bit more about what they had to say through this.
together. And we never got a chance. And I was like, this is the opportunity.
First of all, how desperate. You wanted to do a video with this little boy at your old ass age, and then you never got an opportunity to do one with him. That was weird. So you decided to do a residuals challenge, and you feel like this is a collab? What is going on through LaTocha Scott's head? I just don't get it. She was like, oh, we said we were going to hook up and we're going to do a song together. And I was thinking, this is the best. Oh, this is the opportunity. You covering his song. This is not y'all doing a song together. Why are you so desperate? What happened to you talk about the Lord? Somebody said delusional. What happened to you talk about God? Now you doing songs with Chris Brown? What's down? See, God is trying to stop me from telling the truth, Lord. You know I need to know. What's this all about? Somebody said, is she lying? The challenge was already out there. Tank and everybody else was doing it. So RN Diva, I will say, so what she said was that other women hadn't covered it yet, which is true. I didn't hear any other women doing the song, redoing it. So I will say that I'm not gonna say she lying that it wasn't already out there, but she did put a woman lying spin on it. Can you the nerve? And let me remove her for you to sit down in the studio to write down those lies and then sing them. Diabolical. That's a special type of person right there. She sat there and she was like, I want to get my sister back. Can we have a conversation and contact? Me and my husband ain't been together. That is a nasty type of woman. You sat down there and wrote those lies, and then you sat up in the booth and lately. That's a sick person right there. There's no helping. There's no helping with somebody like that. Very delusional, very scary. Y'all, so let's go a little bit more into the video. I'm going to see how much I can play because looking at the way NeNe was interviewing the girls and saying, so you said you're 30 years old. Tell us about that. I think we'll be able to play the video. Okay, if there was a producer who wrote those questions, I know they don't got no copyright infringement on it. Okay. She said she lost. That's true, but definitely wasn't a collab. It definitely wasn't a collab. But somebody tell LaTocha Scott that. Okay, y'all. So let's go a little bit more into it. Let's see what else she got to say.
And no other woman was doing it. No other female.
Let's skip ahead.
That you weren't that challenge for me.
Y'all look at this. Look at me. Look at it.
Okay, that's great. Yeah. I love that. So Candy said in an interview with Vibe magazine that you weren't kicked out of the group. What happened with you not being a part of Xscape?
Well,
did I lie? Did I lie? Did I lie? Okay, next question. Candy said that you on an interview that you weren't kicked out of Xscape. Can you tell us if you were kicked out of Xscape and what is the truth about that? Did I lie? I'm telling you, NeNe, and I love you. NeNe, I love you dearly and I love you down. But it really did say, it really did give one fish, two fish, red fish, candy, blue fish. Tell us about that. Girl, what is this? What is this? So let's see what her answer is.
When you send a letter, first of all, I did not know that they were going on tour. I talked about going on tour. This is what I wanted. Okay. They were going on tour. I had nobody to call me. Nobody emailed me. Nobody told me anything. And so when I heard about it,
can we talk about this really quickly? Because this was a part of my issue is as well. Wasn't she the same one who changed her phone number? Y'all remember back then? And the only reason why my memory is so great on this, and hopefully my husband's in the chat and he can attest, every 3 months, Judge me, and y'all could judge me, and I don't care. Every 3 months, I watch the whole season, and then I watch Candy speak on it. Then I watch Candy speak on it, and then I watch all the LaTocha Scott interviews or videos that she did on her channel, and then I watch LaTocha Scott's video when she did on her tour bus, and then the other one that she did when she was crying and saying, I miss my sister. I didn't know it was going to end up like that. And then I also watch the interview where the brat almost cussed and slapped the shit out of LaTocha Scott through the phone. I do that every 3 months. I don't know what it is, but inside of my soul, I just want to watch it again. That being said, I know what I'm talking about is right. Even if my husband doesn't comment in here. She was the same person who was like, I changed my number, and because nobody was using it. So how are we supposed to call you to tell you we're going on tour if you've changed your number and you're contacting you blocked half the people? Who's supposed to call you? Who can call you to tell you it's a tour? Who can call you? You raggedy bitch. Okay, how are we supposed to tell you? Nobody called me, nobody told me, nobody said anything. We can't call you because we don't have your number. To be honest, with her coming back out, a rewatch is coming up. Okay, so let's keep going.
Actually, Coco from SAV and also Taj. It was like, we're thinking about going on tour. I was like, when? They were like, we're leaving in May. Mm-hmm. How y'all leaving in May? I know nothing about it.
Don't that sound like a lie? How did you go to Coco and Taj and say, and they said to you, we're thinking about doing a tour. We're leaving in May. Do that even sound right to y'all? Put in the comments. I want y'all to hold me accountable if what I'm saying doesn't make any sense. Actually, I called Coco and I called Tasha and I was like, what's going on? And they said, we're thinking about doing a tour. Oh, you're thinking about doing a tour? Yeah, we're leaving in May. So have we, is the tour set or are we still thinking about it? It doesn't add up. She be lying and not trying to make it make sense. Oh, it's not leaving the group. Oh, we're gonna get to that. Let's keep going.
About it. Nobody's talking to me. So I sent a letter from my lawyer to say, hey ladies, if you guys are going on tour, let me know the dates. Mm-hmm. Tell me what is going on. I have no clue of anything. Mm-hmm. But I never got that. Never got a phone call. They never even responded to the lawyer and they went on tour.
Your group mate.
My group, yes.
Yeah.
Your sister is a part of the group. Let me move this back because I know I'm yelling. I talked to my lawyer and my lawyer sent something to the group and I said, let me know the dates. This lady been going up and down across the internet until sometimes I know I miss my sister. Your sister is a part of the group. Why did you have to write to your lawyer and your lawyer had to write to the people and you say you love your sister, you can't wait to mix up with write your sister, call your sister. And nobody responded. I didn't know anything about it. Clearly you did because you talked to, if you really wanted to pull up on them like that, girl, is it just me or was the tour not a secret? Is it just me or was the tour not a secret? I knew about it coming here to DC and we watched it in Raleigh. Is it just me or was the tour not a secret? Girl, if you really wanted to be a part of it, they didn't do this behind the scenes, girl. Maybe you couldn't have made the first couple of days, but if you really wanted to be a part of it outside of that scam that you did, y'all remember when the tour first came out and she had wrote a thing on Instagram talking about something. When you have the name, somebody else can't own it. And then Tamika had to come out and say, girl, don't we co-own the name, the trademark. Stop acting like you own everything. This is weird to me. I didn't know about the dates. Nobody told me. I told them to respond. Girl, it was all up and down the internet. I went to the concerts. Wasn't that hard to find? And to be honest, you could have did a quick and then say, hey, can I be a part of these 2 shows? If you really if you really wanted to be a part of this thing, hey, I know y'all went on without me. My failed gospel career is over. I'm not doing that stuff anymore. Can I join these 2 shows? Can I do the Texas one and the one that y'all got going on in Columbus, Ohio? Because my gospel tour, we're not doing that anymore. We're not promoting the album anymore because it's not charting. She got every excuse except for I did it.
My bandmates, absolutely. So no, so if somebody's calling to say what's going on and you're not getting any, they're not calling you back. It's like, what's going on? And I was not able to go on tour. So they left and went on tour. So is that not, so you tell me what that is if it's not getting kicked out.
Did you ever think that there would be a...
Y'all remember that Candy said that she had to write a leaving group notice? They forced her to sign a letter saying she was being kicked out of the group and they can move on without her. Girl, us doing a couple of shows without you does not mean you're kicked out. Calm down and figure out who your husband's screwing.
Point in time would you break away from the group that you grew up with?
Never. 30 years, sweat equity.
Yeah. Listen to the question again, y'all. Listen to the question again. Listen to the question again.
What that is if it's not getting kicked out.
Did you ever think that there would be a point in time where you would break away from the group that you grew up with?
Never. 30 years, sweat.
This woman has tried to go solo so many times. So many times. She has tried to go solo. So many times she's tried to go solo. Is there ever a time that you felt like you will break away from the group? No, never. Never. How many times have we talked about LaTocha trying to get her own solo deal? Girl, they said, girl, exactly. Lit and More said, when you lie like this, you're dangerous. Sometimes I look at her and I'm thinking, there's no way that a person is living life like this. This is crazy. Outside of NeNe's horrible hosting and interviewing skills, LaTocha Scott, she needs to seek medical evaluation and treatment, psychological at least. This is scary. Somebody said that D got her illusion underway. Well, let the internet tell her she's not getting it. They're giving it to somebody else. Let the internet tell it.
Equity. And
these
never,
are like your sisters.
They are.
Yeah.
And to have them go on and move.
Let's
about mending.
Yeah, and I believe in that. But I do know that I'm a kind of person that need time to. I don't need all to stand. Like I've been through a lot.
Yes.
So
that's true. I just think
I want to move on.
Yeah, I think that people have emotional baggage and they just don't want to. They don't know how sometimes. And
so this is the question, because I'm not going to move backwards. But basically, she was talking about her sister in the group and how they haven't been able to resolve things. And her answer was, some people, they just don't know how to move on and they need time. Every time we hear it, if she gets a chance to talk negatively about Candy, she will. She will. And you can bet your bottom, top, and middle dollar She will. Some people don't know how to move forward and they just need time and they just don't know how to. Girl, people is you. People is you. This lady is so deranged and so delusional. And how do you sleep at night? Some people just don't know how to move on and they don't. The people is you. Some people is you. Let's get going with this bullshit.
And I think I'm with you. When you lose certain things and things don't come back, your outlook of life is totally different. And then there's a maturity that comes along with it as well. I'm not sure what you've gone through, but you do. And those things make you grow up. Just like when you said that I wasn't kicked out. I think too, for me, God was making me uncomfortable in a situation to bring me closer to him.
I know God is somewhere. He himself is praying, or she herself is praying that LaTocha don't say their name anymore. I know God is somewhere. God is praying. I really hope this lady don't bring me up. Every other second, she will slap someone in the face, then lie and say she didn't do it. Candy did it. Walk away and said, God was making me uncomfortable. And I had to realize that that person who was trying to confront me about Candy slapping them was just trying to ruffle me so that I can move on to the next space in my life. Because sometimes God wants you to realize it's not about what actually happens, about what you do afterwards. And I decided I was going to move on from that situation. But they're still talking about who did what and how they did it. God brought me here. And now I'm ready to move on. So I don't want to have to deal with that. People keep going in and out. Oh, did you steal your sister's money? How did you take your sister's money? Why was your name on the check? I'm in a better space. I'm sorry. This has to be crazy for her. I can't even do it without laughing. People ask me, how did you steal your sister's money? Why was Rocky's name on the checks? We went through. Tiny's mother also gave us receipts and stuff. And my whole thing is, God was testing me to see how I would be able to maneuver past that. And you know, some people, they just can't get past there. Oh, it's about the money. Oh, you stole checks, or oh, you took some food out of my daughter's mouth, or oh, my kid couldn't go to college because of the money you stole. I'm worried about the future. And some people can't get past that. And what I realize is that God will put you in situations and say, it's time for you to move on. And that's what I'm doing. So the people want to say, oh, you need to talk to your sister and all of that stuff. I'm where God wants me to be. I know God somewhere right now looking down like, if you say my name one more time.
It wasn't about, I don't even think it was really about the group itself. There are certain things in your life when you know that there's an assignment. And I never knew what it was. I just want to say, but there are so many things that I had to go through to be an inspiration for somebody else, whatever it was, to stand in the forefront to say, no, y'all think y'all can't get through it. Yes, you can.
Yes, you can.
Because she's getting through it. She was able to take her sister money and nobody held her accountable. Put it in the comments, because I want to see how many people think that I want her to know how many people she has inspired. Okay. So if LaTocha Scott has inspired you, put a 1 in the chat, please. If she hasn't, you could pick any other number. I don't care what number you pick. But if LaTocha Scott and her story and what she's gone through, stealing people's money and all of this stuff, put a 1 in the chat if LaTocha Scott has inspired you. Because I want her to also be able to look at this and say, you know what? I did that. And you could thank me later because I'm letting you. Okay, we're gonna have to move forward. We're gonna have to move forward. We are gonna have to move forward. We are gonna have to move forward. We're gonna have to move forward. Okay. Okay, so moving on with this. Okay, because God, she says we did see that there was one person who was inspired. Trey said an inspiration. First of all, hey Trey, thank you so much for coming. We really appreciate you being here. You're one of our faves over here. Always has been, always will be. You're at the top of the list with LaTocha Scott. So we have two people who have been inspired by LaTocha. So LaTocha, you definitely have affected the lives of two people. So now saying, look, excuse me, we're not lusting after Trey today. We got business to take care of. Okay, so y'all. That being said, we have 106 people in the chat. Please make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. Let's keep going on to what you got to say.
I did. You want to be? You think you can't lose weight? Like, oh, this. You don't even hear.
I just pray about it, girl.
I mean, and I need to keep singing. I need to keep singing. That's my therapy.
Yes. Also, in your song, you make mention of some internet rumors of your husband saying, even in marriage, ain't nobody.
She had to, NeNe. Now I gotta take a page out of Really B's book. Come to NeNe, come to the front. NeNe, come to the front. She said, also in the song, you made reference to internet rumors with your husband, possibly NeNe, and producers. Y'all don't have these questions. First of all, why is one question not on the page? Just one full question. I'm telling you, it wasn't just LaTocha who looked the fool. NeNe need her ass beat too.
Ain't nobody perfect.
But we've been split for 2 years and my heart is hurting. 30 years just wasted away.
Well, the 30 years,
30 years?
We have. But the 30 years is not just that, it's the group.
It's a good group. Yeah.
So when I sing, I'm a storyteller. I'm an illustrator. That's what I grew up to. And
okay, illustrator. Come on, illustrator. Somebody put that in the comments. How you spell that? Illustrator. This is what Tamika Scott was saying. Oh, I wish I can pull that up. Now I really feel like Really B. Let me see if I can pull that up on YouTube. Because Tamika Scott, she did an interview with the Brat. And she responded to this. And she was saying she also thought it was about her and what was going on. Then we realized it's not about her. And that's not exactly what was going on. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on. Okay, here we go. I'm going to stop sharing this and I'm going to share this because this is what Tamika Scott said about this interview. Put this up. Not my husband talking some LU straight. One more L, babe. This is what she had to say about it. Let me make sure that this is up.
We ate vocally,
yes,
but in real life, I think it's a genius marketing strategy for her new music. It really is. We haven't, talked. She hasn't called me. My number's the same. The address the same. So if this is real, sis, pull up. I'm cooking now. Pull up. Let's do breakfast. Because the last time I saw her at a family function, I was on the dance floor jamming. Her and my mom walks in, and when they saw me, they walked out.
She fake. She's fake and she's phony. It's not about that. And she tries to make it seem like, Oh, it wasn't just about it actually wasn't about my marriage, it's about the group. Girl, then if it was about the group, I want you to say, reach out to me. Your sister's on the radio saying, talk to me, pull up, let's communicate. Well, let's talk this out. You know what you're doing? Sitting down with NeNe Leakes as she read, I won't eat it with the cat. I won't eat it with the mat. I won't have this on. Girl, can't take this. Let me take Illustrator down. That's my man.
For me, when I sing from my heart, I know for a fact that somebody else, I'm ministering. So I feel like my music is ministering to a lot of people. So I was ministering to myself, but telling my truth and saying some things that happened like I'm 2 years removed from this, from a group.
Yeah.
Yeah, and y'all see how she's trying to clean it up? Now it's, this wasn't about the group. This wasn't about my marriage. This was about the group. I'm a storyteller. I was ministering. Girl, you could have put this in a journal. We did not need to hear this mess. You could have put this in a journal. I love to minister, and I was ministering to myself. You could have put this in a journal, sis. Write it down on a piece of paper and put it in the mother jar. We did not need to be in this. She was so level-headed on R&B divas. Girl, JT, that's because she didn't have her group members to argue with. That's because she didn't have her group members to argue with. Bridemaid, that's it. Spell bridesmaids. The S is a silent, honey. And that's how she still talks. Okay? Okay, I can't support this. I'm just gonna show it. Okay, let's put a little bit more, then we're gonna end this out.
Never forget, they were like, okay, we're gonna kick her out. That bothered me.
Yes.
Been sitting here, you wouldn't have been asking me about Xscape.
Right.
This part was when she was saying that when her sister got married, they said they were going to kick her out of the group if their album wouldn't have been released. But she said she stood up. She stood 10 toes down. She soldiered up for Ray. Shout out to Karen Hill, girl. I wonder how she's doing in jail. I hope she's doing well in jail. And she said she soldiered up for her sister, and that's why we have Xscape now. We wouldn't be able to be honest, life would be a lot easier, at least at this big old age, if LaTocha Scott was not running around here telling these lies. Y'all think she voted for Trump? That's just a question. I mean, I don't know her politics, but the way she talked, y'all think she voted for Trump? Anyway, let's keep moving.
Right.
Because
that's crazy. I will say
very hurtful.
Now I'm going to tell you that I feel like your blood sister should rock with you. I feel like they should rock with you whether you right or wrong. Like you, my sister, like you know what I'm saying? It's kind of one of those things where I know you wrong. I'm gonna wait till we get in the car and I'm gonna tell you
that's
you
what
wrong.
we're talking.
But I'm not gonna tell you in front of them. Or I'm gonna wait till we get home and we're gonna talk about this. Or I know you're wrong, but I'm still gonna rock with you. And I'm gonna tell these girls, this is my sister. Like we've been together. How can you expect me to do this?
So how y'all feel about that? Because I have mixed feelings. Now I do be arguing with my my partner, and it's like, girl, don't be checking me in front of everybody, okay? If I look crazy, let me look crazy, and then tell me off in the car. But don't be checking me in front of people. I think NeNe wants you to, and I think Cynthia said something like that before, and I'm doing a rewatch with season 7. She wants you to, in person, while everything's happening, be on her side. 10 toes down. NeNe could slap a person, drag a person, whatever, and she wants somebody to be standing there right with her, supporting her, and saying she was right what she did. I don't like that. Okay, you ain't got to tell me that I'm wrong in these people's face, but don't support me if I'm wrong. You can even make her like I don't know, a little mouth gesture. But NeNe wants you to rock with you when you're wrong, when you're right. And Tamika Scott, LaTocha stole her money. Well, NeNe wouldn't know that. She just met she just met LaTocha for the first time. She thought she was a part of SWV 703.
This to my sister.
Absolutely.
Like this is
2 years. Like I said, it's 2 years ago, and I'm speaking my heart.
Yeah.
We were. It was a lot, but I'm working on me. I'm working on my marriage. This is not, my union is not for the world to work out. I don't go to seek the counsel from the world.
That's true.
I seek it from the right person, from real counsel.
Yeah.
Not the critics, because they're not gonna make me happy. No, he's from Chicago.
He's from Chicago.
He's from Chicago.
Okay, so he does music.
He's a manager. He does a lot of things, managing sports and media. Yeah,
he does music. So he does music. What did I want to know when the team sat down and they said we're about to interview LaTocha Scott? Y'all think NeNe was like, oh, I know her? There was no preparation at all. It was almost like if I put LaTocha Scott in front of my grandma. So your husband, you're married? Oh, okay. She asked her that question. I think we skipped over it. So you are married? Oh, and you have no children. You have children. Oh, okay. She knows nothing about this lady.
Yeah.
Do you think he stole from your group?
He did not steal from the group.
You know what? And that's a bait and switch. That's a bait and switch. Do you think he stole from the group? Clearly, she could say he did not steal from the group. Now he was getting the kickback, but that wasn't a question. That wasn't a question. And did he steal from the group? No. He did steal from, and she did, Tamika Scott. The group? No. Tamika Scott? Yes. And NeNe, I need you to get up on your interviewing skills, because she could say, oh no, he didn't steal. He definitely didn't steal from the group. Girl, but he stole from Tamika Scott. He stole from her. He stole from her. And then NeNe, you were not prepared to put me on the team. NeNe, reach out to me and I'll tell you, I'll help you out. Reach out to me, BusyBlu88@gmail.com. I'll get the question together, girl. I could definitely produce this show. If she says that he didn't steal from you, from the group, no, he didn't steal from the group. Okay, there was rumors going around. How dare you not ask about the $30,000 question? Are you okay? Are you here with us? No, she didn't steal from. And to be honest, NeNe, with you starting this show, and you really wanted to get the girls coming, because this was a controversial issue, but you didn't really hold her feet to the fire. She really left unscathed. She came in, did her lying thing that she normally do, and she about to go out and do another challenge on the internet or down to the TikTok or whatever. And you let her go free. But if you really want to get these hoes together, you got to start asking. You got to be you have to be problematic. NeNe, I need you to come in here, and the questions that they say you can't ask me about, ask them. All you doing is reading anyway. And producers, NeNe doesn't know how to read off a teleprompter. That's why everything's on a piece of paper, and she barely know how to get it off of that. Just put those questions in there. Once they say these are the things that we don't want to talk about, y'all say okay. And then NeNe wouldn't know the wiser. Y'all think she going through the questions and saying, I'm not gonna ask that. Hell no. Put it in there. Well, they said something here about $30,000. What is this about the $30,000? Somebody said, shake it up. Shake the table. You gotta shake you have to shake the table, NeNe. If you really want this show to grow like that, you need to do another interview with her, or even bring on Tamika Scott. So, we had your sister. So I wanted to know if you wanted to clear up some things, or bring all of the hoes on. Girl, bring everybody all together. So, Xscape. I know y'all just finished tour and everything. We just had LaTocha on. I saw the interview. Is there anything y'all think y'all wanted to clear up on some of the stuff that she said and the kicking out of the group and what was going on? I need you to do stuff like that, NeNe. Shake the table. Shake the table. Let me do a little bit more, then we're going to get out of here. I'll give y'all 10 more minutes.
He did not.
No, he did not steal from the group at all.
He sure did.
Well, that's crazy, girl. I can't understand this. Okay, your first album.
Well, that's crazy, girl. I can't understand this. We know.
The Invitation, a conversation with God.
Oh, baby.
Your song debuted at number 27 on the Billboard Adult Airplay chart.
Yes.
That song.
Yours. First of all, she didn't say the song. First of all, she didn't say the song. I'm just I'm just telling y'all how it is. Somebody said, please play the trademark part. Let me play that. Babe, find the trademark part. First of all, she didn't say the song. She said your album, and then she listed the chart that nobody's going to. So you came out with your album, the trademark part. I think it's a little bit later. Yeah, why is no one ready? Okay, hold on. So y'all look, she didn't ask we just need a little bit more interview prep.
Oh, baby.
Your song debuted at number 27 on the Billboard Adult Airplay chart.
Yes.
That song, what was it all about?
The album itself was something that my grandmother wanted me to do long.
First of all, and Tamika talked about this, she wanted y'all to do the album together, not something she wanted you to do. She wanted y'all to do it. Let me skip a little bit forward.
You know they're gonna be mad that big throat come out.
He gave me the
relationship with you and your mom.
My mother and I.
How's your relationship with you and your mom? This is some hard-hitting news. Gayle King could never. It's giving Jenny Jones, to be honest. It's giving Ricky Lake.
Close.
Oh, you guys are.
That's all we know. That's all I know.
Yeah, you guys need each other.
For sure.
For sure, you need each other.
Yeah.
I understand, and we talked about this earlier, that you are a vegan. What made you make the decision to choose that lifestyle? Like, what ways?
I mean, I feel like what happens, I didn't have it. So I feel like, when you are given a gift and you're able to inspire people in whatever way it is, whether it's eating, cooking, singing, that's what it is. And
so trademark podcast.
Yeah. And when my mother said to her, but you can't, I want to be free from all this drama. So everything in that album, I mean, really, what reason? When you think about Xscape, you think about the songs to people's lives.
Okay.
We'll talk to her now.
So you know what I hate? So you be a part of a group, right? And then any day they could just be like, bye. Like, I don't like that. Like, we in this together?
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Yeah. Neither do I. I don't think anyone that has done 30 years with a group or a relationship or anyone else would just want to throw that all away. So I know for a fact that there is another agenda that, is so evident, is prevalent to this day. Like, I know that that's what it is. And it's not, what reason outside of.
What's the agenda? Like, what do y'all think she's trying to get at? Somebody said, stay out of women's business. I'm acting like a damn. I'm acting like I need to stay out of women's business. What do y'all think the agenda is that she's talking about? Do you see any credence to what she's saying with regards to there's something else she feels like is brewing, and that's why things are happening the way that they're happening?
The mess on I mean, really, what reason? When you think about Xscape, you think about the songs to people's lives.
Yeah.
You forfeit that because you don't want me.
I got to tell you this, and I told you this, I think, behind the scenes, that every time I see Tiny, she's extremely nice to me.
Caught it.
Every time. And we have a good chat. I like her. I remember when I announced on social media that my husband had cancer, and we were just looking for answers because cancer was new to us.
Yes.
And she was one of the first people to hop into my DMs. She hopped into my DMs and talked to me about holistic. She gave me a guy to go to that somebody in her family, I mean her father or someone, I can't remember, had used a holistic person.
Yes.
And Greg at that time, he was not open to the idea of chemotherapy. He wanted to do something holistic. And she gave us all these different places to call and contact. And we were just happy that we had people just reaching out. We had an overwhelming response.
So good.
Yeah.
But she is one person that every time I see her, she's always kind to me. But Tiny is never, ever, I don't care where she see me, is, what's up, girl? What's up? How you doing? And we would talk and stuff like that. So you don't think that you can go to her? Is she the owner of Xscape? She owns the I don't know.
The name.
Is Tiny the owner of Xscape? No one said, there was no prep call. There was no production meeting. They didn't say, here are all of the things that you need to know, especially about this liar. Especially about this liar. There was no meeting to say, hey, these are all the things that you need to know. These are all that unfortunately, NeNe, if this is the work you got to do, what did Portia say? As a journalist, okay? If you're a journalist, somebody said, girl, where is the clip? So I said, where is the clip notes? Nobody sat NeNe down. It was like, okay, these are all the things you need to know about Xscape. Throughout the this is the history of Xscape. You don't need to know about all of that, but here's the, like a 6-year review of what's been happening. So say you don't know everything about what's going on with Xscape. Here's a 6-year review of what's been happening, so that you'll be caught up. This is everything that's going on with LaTocha's life, husband and the baby. Everything happened in LaTocha K. She stole her sister's money. Album came out, didn't happen. She had a first album, it got shelved. She's blaming Candy for everything. These are all the things. She said, well, you don't think you can go to Tiny because Tiny owns Xscape, right? And is it just me? Somebody said ChatGPT. Somebody could have helped her. Where's the production meeting? Okay, and we have 123 people, and make sure y'all like the video. Okay, can we get up to at least like 75, 80 likes? What's problematic for me, but it's because NeNe was probably doing this the whole time and she wasn't paying attention. LaTocha talked about how she started Xscape. How she started it, she founded it, she found the members of all that stuff. 20 minutes later, here comes NeNe saying, well, why don't you just talk to Tiny? Because Tiny owns it, right? Where's the journalism? I just don't get it. Come on.
The name.
No, I own the name.
No, girl, let me turn my chair back around. Wait 1 second.
Now, I own the name.
Did the chair turn?
You did.
You own the name of Xscape?
I do.
Now, how they going to be outside using it?
That's why everybody's like, what are you doing? Why?
Who is everybody? Who is everybody? Somebody said, be easy on NeNe. Let me tell you something real quick. Chronicles. Didn't you just watched her say, did my chair just turn? Did my chair turn? You want me to be easy on NeNe? She just asked us if her chair. Hold on now. Let me turn my chair around a little bit. Did my chair just turn? What medication is NeNe on? Let me turn my chair around for this. Did my chair turn? Let me go back just in case you missed it. Just in case you missed it, Critical Chronicles, because you said we need to be easy on NeNe. Child, she didn't even know if her chair turned.
So good.
But she is one person that every time I see her, she's always kind to me. But Tiny's never, ever, I don't care where she see me, is, what's up, girl? What's up? How you doing?
Let me make sure that chair
we
turned.
were talking stuff like that. So you don't think that you can go to her? Is she the owner of Xscape? She owns the I don't know. The name.
No, I own the name.
No, girl, let me turn my chair back around. Wait 1 second.
Now, I own the name.
Did the chair turn?
You did.
You own the name of Xscape?
I do.
Now, how they going to be outside using it?
That's why everybody's like, what are you doing? Why?
First of all, her chair turned. First of all, she was facing the right way. Then she turned her chair the other way to turn it back the other way. Okay, girl. Anyway, who is everybody? I get so excited when Xscape goes on tour, and I will always buy a ticket. I will always buy a ticket. Well, this time my mama bought tickets because she loves Xscape too. I will always buy a ticket for Xscape. If they do a tour every year, I'm going every summer. I will always buy a ticket for Xscape every single time. Now, I'm telling y'all one thing right now. Do not bring Maya back because she did not give us a performance. Okay, I love Maya down, love Maya dearly, and I think she was trying to save some money, but she had no dancers. And it was the voiceover was too loud. I couldn't tell what she. Do not bring her back. Get Monica next time. Do somebody else. Anyway, here she go. That's why everybody's like, what are you doing?
How can they? I mean, but wait a minute now. This is a trademark name.
Yes, ma'am.
And you
can go look it up yourself. Yes.
How they get to do that?
They're not supposed to.
So if you really wanted to,
if I really wanted to,
you could really sue them or something.
If I really wanted to.
Because I've always thought that Tiny owned the name for
she
some
does
reason.
not. No.
But if you really wanted to go a step further, you could.
I mean, I put my sister's name on it, so both of us at this point own it.
Okay, that's the end of that. Y'all, I want y'all to go watch the video because look, they can't because I own the name. Oh, no, nobody can do anything because I own the name. It's my name and I can't own it. And then now all of a sudden, miraculously and magically, oh, well, my sister's on it too. This LaTocha, what? This, okay, everybody, hold on. I'm starting to think that this is a cry for help. Blink 4 times, Tasha, in your next video. Do you need us to get you out of this situation? Because this is getting like very hard to, it's getting hard to watch and digest and comprehend. And the lies just, they pour out so easily. It's scary. And you do it with so much conviction in your this. Oh no, they can't do anything. Oh, this, if I really wanted to, I could. I mean, well, my sister owns the. What is the truth? This is scary. California, she off. It's getting scary. This is a cry. This has to be something. Reach out and touch for us, scrub. Do you need a hand? We'll help you. You need us to come pull up on Rocky? Come outside, Rocky. We not gonna jump you. You need us to go pull up on Rocky? This interview did nothing for you, mama. And let me tell y'all something right now. Let me tell you something right now. Tamika Scott, the other Tiny, Candy, you better not respond to this. First of all, the interviewer barely knew who she was. The interviewer barely knew who she was. So I'm gonna start there. You better not. Do you hear what I'm saying to you? You better not respond to this with a tweet, an Instagram, a Blue Sky. Don't even put nothing on Twitter. Candy, don't speak on it. Y'all better not say anything back to this bullshit. Don't say nothing back. Do not respond to her. The person who was interviewing her barely knew what was going on and barely knew who she was. The person who was interviewing her barely knew who she was. And then she had the nerve to, there was a part of the interview, y'all, that I didn't show where LaTocha was crying and saying, well, I was always being the big girl. No shade to like being big or, disrespecting people who deal with those body weight issues. But she was like, I was always the big girl, so they had me in the back. And NeNe said, because you can't dance? No, because I was the big girl. Oh, because Candy can't dance. But moving on, then she started asking another question. And LaTocha, because she got to take any moment she can to talk down about Candy. Well, don't skip over that. She can't dance. Yeah, let's talk about how Candy can't dance. She's so thirsty. She jizzes over anybody talking negatively about Candy. It's an aphrodisiac. Anyone saying anything negative about Candy? Oh my God, LaTocha's in the room. She's a psycho. And Xscape, y'all better not say nothing about her. Don't respond to this mess. The only person who gets the only person I am allowing to respond to this mess is Mama Joyce. Only her. You ain't no damn family. You ain't no damn family. That's the only person who I give any type of credence to responding to her. That's it. And if she wanted to go against that lady who said, I am the 5th member, I would love to see those 2 old ladies go at it. What happened to Celebrity Deathmatch? Wouldn't those claymations be really cute for them to go after each other? The only people I want to see go after each other is the 5th member and Mama Joyce. Nobody else get into it. Tiny, you know your mama can't be into it. I love her down in Dillon. Let her stay where she is. But everybody else, don't say nothing to this mess. Don't respond. The Bride, come to the front. The Bride, say something about this. Say something about this on your radio show though. No, the brat. Can you say something about, because the brat be so mad at LaTocha? You can tell by the way she talks about LaTocha, the brat has no patience for her. She zero, limited, none. I want the brat to be able to talk about this too. Somebody said wig versus wig. You ain't no damn family. I am the fifth member. Those are the two people that can talk about it. That being said, please make sure that you like the video before you leave. It takes nothing. Just go like the video. Y'all go watch the video for yourselves. Come back and tell me how you feel about NeNe Leakes interviewing skills. I thought it was amazing. I thought she was amazing. I want to thank Legina the Jackson for coming in and giving a super chat. I really, really seriously appreciate it. And then Savannah for becoming a new member. Really seriously, truly do appreciate it. That being said, I'm about to get out of here. If you all want to know more about me and everything else I have going on, you can find me on Instagram and on Twitter and on Blue Sky, BusyBlu, no space, no E. You can also find me on Twitch, BusyBlu, where this is definitely streaming right now. That being said, I'm about to go get busy. LaTocha Scott, you shut up and you all stay busy. Till next time.